Hello and welcome to week 12. So we only have a few weeks left to go before the semester is over, and I guarantee it is absolutely going to fly by. So first, I wanted to continue to congratulate you on the quality of work, your discussion board and blog postings. I'm absolutely thrilled to see how much you are already taking away from this course. And I already love seeing that some of you are applying the information when you are in the centers, whether you're working in there or observing. You've already been able to take some of this information and make it practical and useful to you. And to me, that's the biggest compliment, because I really am so focused on making sure that this course is practical for you. I know there's tons of information, and I know sometimes it feels like you're overwhelmed with the discussion boards and assignments, but I really am hoping that you are feeling like you're taking some great information away from this course. So this week we are going to get into our very last unit. So yes, you can go ahead and cheer. And this is one that hopefully you're going to find pretty interesting as we're starting to look at health and some safety and licensing, which is what you're going to be doing this week. So if you go into the Unit 6 folder, which is where we're starting, you're going to find that this is going to cover the rest of the semester. And if you notice, there's even a week in here where you have a catch-up week. So there's going to be absolutely nothing to do. You really are just going to have a chance to get caught up, take a breath before the last few weeks. But what I wanted to show you for this week is that we're going to really be looking at licensing. So if you go into this week's folder, first of all, you'll notice that you have no additional readings this week. There are no readings, there's no videos to watch. This is really meant to be a very, very practical week to show you what tools are out there to help you. So basically all you're going to be doing this week is you are going to be doing a little bit of research on what you can find out through the licensing website. So what you're going to be doing is going to this website, which is where it's going to let you search for a facility. You can look at different types, you can look in different cities, but the reports are public, so it's not like you're going into something that's illegal. But the whole point of this is to be able to see what kinds of things are reported in these licensing reports. So if you click on the website, it's going to take you to this Virginia Department of Social Services, and you can type in a name, you can type in a location. So if you want to do a city, if you want to do a particular zip code, and you can also type in if you want to see a short-term, certified preschool, home-based, center-based, religious exempt, family day home. So let's say, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put in the zip code of 23453, which here on the Virginia Beach campus, that's our zip code. And I'm going to look at child day centers, religious exempt, and center-based. You can do all of them, but when it gives you your results, then when you click on them, you can actually see what was reported. So if I were to do this first one here, and my apologies if anyone works here or knows anything about it, this simply is just for illustration purposes. But when you click on it, you can see that if there's ever been any kind of complaints, if there were any violations, it tells you the information of the center. And when you see the violations, you can actually click and see what was actually happening. So it's a really great website to give you some inside information about the different centers. This is great if you are looking to work in a center, because at least then you can find out if there's been any kind of complaints. Some of them are going to be really simple things that can be fixed, but I promise you that some of you are going to find some reports that are going to be very discouraging, very alarming, And it's good to know that this information is public. So basically what you're going to be doing is just spend some time playing around on the website, searching for different things, but your only thing to do is a discussion board. The only thing I ask is do not mention the name of the facility that you're referencing. But this is going to be a great way to kind of share what you're finding. And again, you're going to see a lot of similarities in some of these centers where some of the violations are the same. But if you find some that are really kind of out of the norm or they just seem like they're really extreme, then it's kind of nice to be able to share that with our classmates. So when you go to your discussion board, you're just basically going to mention what you found. Again, do not mention the facility name. Um, but we do want to know, were there complaints registered? Have there been a lot of violations? Sometimes you can see that there's a lengthy report where licensing has been out several times in a short period of time. And then other times you may find that they're only coming out, on a regular every couple of months basis. So make sure that you are going to report what you saw, share the violation description, what it says, and what action they're supposed to take. And then, as always, don't forget to respond to your classmates. Really, what I'm looking for in your responses this week is just kind of a reflection on what you read. Like, I'm so surprised that the center has had 5 violations of whatever, or I'm glad this was caught because this could really be detrimental to children. It could be harmful, those kinds of things. So that's the only thing that you're doing for this first week of this unit, is spending some time browsing this licensing website and finding out what is out there and what's being reported on some of the centers that are around. So don't forget that your menu is going to be due. So make sure that that gets in by the grace day. With only a few weeks left, I really am trying to stay on top of the grading, so I will try and get it done within the week. So you really only have 2 assignments left for this class once you've submitted your menu. Next week, I'm going to introduce a parent support resource that you're going to create, and then your final assignment is going to be a mini lesson plan, and I do mean mini. You are not going to have the entire lesson plan format that you use in 118, 119, 145, or 146. So we really are in the home stretch. So just buckle up. It's going to go quick. I look forward to reading your menus, and I always look forward to reading these discussion boards on the licensing violations just because I think that it's such great information for us to have before we go out into the field. So have a fantastic week, and I will see you in week 13.